kids and young children. That's the same thing. Today, I'm gonna be telling a story time. So gather around, kids. It might be a good one. So, it all started on October 2019. June really wanted to go to this concert, right? It's my favorite artist ever. Not ever. I don't really think I have a favorite artist ever. I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. But this artist, I like all their music, new and old, them as a person, their vibes, everything. So I'm like, I'm going to this concert, you know, when they announced the tour. And mind you, the concert that I wanted to go to wasn't even in my city. It was the one closest to my city, which was 2 hours away. And I was like, I'm gonna go, period. I couldn't really recruit any other people to go with me. Let me not say I couldn't, I just really didn't care. Like, whoever wanted it came, you know. I'm gonna ask you once and that's it. But I went out one night with some of my girlfriends, and one of them was like, yeah, I want to go. Like, it's in this city. It was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't really care about disclosing that location. I don't know what I can and can't share on the internet, like, as an everyday person, because like I still care about my safety. Like, you never know. But at the same time, like, I don't give a f. It was in Charlotte. And my friend at the time, like, I personally go to Charlotte like semi-often. Like, it's not a trip that I shy away from because it's like 2 hours and Charlotte's popping, so why not? But when she told me she wanted to come, I was like, perfect, because now I have more people to go with. I don't have to drive that 2-hour drive alone, you know. And then the other girl that we were with said, yeah, I'm down to go too. And then slowly but surely it turned into like a whole group thing where my friend and her sisters and her friends and like all of us were gonna go, right? So it's like a group of, let me see how many of it. I need to like pull up the facts before I'm like out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like 7 of us. I feel like it was more. Somebody might be missing from that picture. Whatever. 7 of us that ended up going. And we went to the Charlotte show, period. Oh yeah, mind you, before all this went down, like, me and this artist, I don't want to disrespect them by saying like they aren't mainstream, because now I feel like they might be. I really don't know, but they're pretty popular. Like, they're popping. Popping. That was like a reference to one of their songs. It's funny, only to me. But like at the time, like I really didn't think anybody even cared to listen to him. So like the fact that I got 7 girls to go with me. But I would like at him in my story, or like there had been a few times where I would like DM them. You know how I'm gonna be like, you know how like everybody does it, but sometimes I be DMing people like celebrities, like famous people, like to be funny. Like I think I've DM'd like what's his name? Mark Zucker. I'm emailed like, or DM like a really famous, like rich person on Instagram, like, hey yo, send me like 1K, 5K and pay off these student loans, because like I don't ever expect them to like ever read it. It's funny, it's, you know. So I did that before with the artist that I'm talking about, and they actually replied, and I feel like that kind of set off like a domino effect for like he recognized real. So, you know, that's what happened. So real recognized real, and he replied to me. So like the days following up to the concert, I would like always at him, not always, but like any chance that I got that was fitting, I would like at him in my story. And 5 times out of 10, 6 times out of 10, he would read it. He would look at it. At least that, for the very least, if not reply some shorthand message. And I'm not mentioning this to be like, oh yeah, he replied to me, but like the nigga he had to recognize me if you see the same account, you know, adding you. And I'm only mentioning that to kind of like lay the groundwork for what I'm gonna say in a bit. So yeah, that happened. So the days following up, like, you know, I'd be adding him. One time he like, you know, he liked it, you know, posted a picture with one of his lyrics and my picture, and he liked it, you know. So I'm like, okay, bet, you see me, I see you. So when I see you, I need a greeting. I want a greeting. But besides that, I had got a VIP ticket, which came with a meet and greet. And I think like 3 of my other friends ended up getting them too. And normal tickets were really cheap. They were like $20, and then VIP was $80. And it came with like a meet and greet. Really, it was bullshit because it came with just a meet and greet. And that was really it. And like a poster, which I don't even have anymore. I own like a lanyard. Ooh, I would show you, but I don't feel like getting up and getting it. But yeah, I lost that poster. It was a signed poster. I don't even know if he signed it on the spot because I was drunk. I was really drunk when I met him. So yeah, October comes around, end of October. We're driving to Charlotte. Hey, it's a good time. We're about to see this. Oh yeah, yes. It's about to be a vibe. You know, we get there, all the girls meet up at the apartment because we have a friend who has an apartment out there. So we're all getting ready. It was such a vibe. Like, just imagine, why do I say that? I don't say vibe like that. It was a really good time. Like, just as girls being girly, putting on makeup, listening to music, drinking, you know. So we get there, boom, we get there. And one of our friends was like, you get a shot, you get a shot, you get a shot, you get a shot. This is gross, but my drink was Jack Daniel's honey and a caramel iced tea. Not iced tea, caramel iced coffee. Surprisingly good mix. I know it sounds disgusting, but try it. You know, you might like it. And so I was sipping on that, you know. I was trying to maintain my drunkenness, but by the time we ended up getting there, I wasn't like belligerently drunk, like where I couldn't I can't even walk, but like it was lit. I was ready. I was ready. We're in line. We get in line. What was I wearing? I was wearing like this pink set and like a black wig, which I totally regret my hair choices now looking back, because it's a concert and I'm trying to wear, it wasn't even like a lace, it was a lace front wig, but at a concert though, and you're trying to be in the mosh pit up there, like, yeah, sweating, bumping with everybody. You don't think my lace front's gonna sweat? And that's exactly what it did. That's exactly what that did. So when I'm trying to take pictures, all I see is my wig sliding back. And I had two of the same wig in different colors. And let me tell you, going to this concert could have been completely affordable. It did not cost me any extra amount of money. But I spend my money on stupid shit, i.e. those fucking wigs. Anyway, so yeah, we get to the meet and greet venue. I mean, to like the concert venue. They're letting all the meet and greet people come in first, right? And they're letting the VIP people, and that actually makes sense still. The VIP people come in first, and like the venue was empty. And so like you go in, it's empty, you stand in like a little short line, and he's right there. You know, my favorite artist is right there. He's right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps ahead of me. And I'm like, oh my, well, I think I had like left the line to go to the bar to like get a bottle of water, or like put something behind the bar while I went to the bathroom. And like I'd seen him like right there. So say, hold on. Say this is him. Oh, you can't even see the fucking bear. Okay, so say this is the bear. The bear is him. And like the bar is over here, right? If like, he's actually right here. And like the bar is like this, the edge, but it's like bigger. I'm like, I walk in, right? Like I walk in and I'm like, I'm at the bar, like, you can't see it, bruh. Whatever. Anyway, I walk into the bar, the venue, and like I go to the bar, and it's like kind of to the side of where he is. He's like right here, and the bar's right here, and I walk in, and I'm like, oh my god, like, and he's like, hey, you're casual, and I'm thinking like, oh, he recognizes me, but he could have just been like, oh my god, it's a fan, like she's really thirsting for me right now. But yeah, I was like drunk, like I was like geeking. But yeah, so anyway, we get in line and we get to the front. Mind you, I'm drunk. My other two friends, I don't know if they're drunk or not, but they're still really outspoken and like not shy. So we're like like talking to him a mile a minute. I don't know if he knew a damn word that we said, but we took pictures and everything. We took like pictures like prom style, like, oh, like this. Like if I'm them and this is me, we was like, look over here. We were so happy together. No, I'm really kidding. So yeah, like that was really cool or whatever. He met me, he saw me, we talked and all that. And then, you know, boom, the concert happens. It's amazing. We leave. And then we're like, I don't know, at what point we were like, hey, let's go to the next concert, like the next city he's going to, which was Atlanta. Atlanta is like probably like a 5-hour drive from us, which wasn't too bad. I'm not really a big fan of road trips, but if it's for them, it's for him. I'm going. So boom, it turns into like a roadie trip. We go to Atlanta, right? So we planned that. We get a rental car and everything. Did we get a rental car? We didn't get a rental car. I really don't remember, but we get to Atlanta for just one night. We booked a room. One of my friend's parents was able to like book us a room for real cheap. Like we paid for it, but like we got it for the low. Again, we got up. I was wearing this hideous, well, I like the color, but it was the same wax lace front. Going to a hot concert. I don't know what I was thinking. We get to our hotel. What the fuck happened? I'm trying to think because my memory is kind of really fucked. I'm making mimosas. On spring break during quarantine. I'm trying to make it work. So anyway, we get to Atlanta. This time we just got normal tickets. But I don't know, when I'm at a concert, I don't know about y'all, but I love meeting people around me because it's like, wow, we're all here for a common cause. We all love this person who's about to be right in front of us. And we're all gonna be jamming out to all our favorite songs together. Like, we should be best friends automatically. So that's what I do. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? I go, where are you from? Like, how far did you drive to get here? Yeah, me and my friends just came from NC. And I met like some girls next to me came from like in Idaho. 8-hour drives to be there. I'm like, that's so heartwarming knowing like people go do that much for somebody that they like. I'm not like a fandom girl, like a fangirl. I am a fangirl. Look at me right now. But I don't know. I just like meeting people who like what I like. Don't we all? The concert goes. And I want to say this is the concert that he like shouted us out in. Was it? I'm going to say it was because I remember me and my friend Dom were at the guardrail, like right at the front between like where the stage, the space for the security guards and like the guardrail was. We were glued to that like a barnacle on a whale. We were on that. Nobody was moving me from that spot. And I must have been like so fucked up, me and her, that like my rest of my friends like, and like apparently I didn't find this out until after, but like they were like nowhere behind us because apparently a fight had broke out, and like 2 fights had broke out apparently. Maybe it was just one. I might be making it up now, but and I did not notice at all like it was like bad fighting, like they had to break it up. And I'm just over there like, hey, I fucking love you. And meanwhile, there's a whole war going on behind me. But that caused us to separate. And so like I have one friend over there on the other side of the venue, I have one like back there, and one probably went to the bar, I don't know. And he like shouted me and my friend Dom out because we were like the only two. He like recognized us from the other concert, and he was like, yo, shout out to these 2 beautiful girls. You know, they was at the last show, not at this show. Why am I being so extra? But like, he shouted us out. But more importantly, he called me beautiful. He called me beautiful. He called me and my friend beautiful. I'm gonna take any compliment I can get, okay? And that's what I took. I took it, and I keep it right here on my bad days, because, you know, we have a lot of those. And I was like, oh yeah, so I mentioned the fight and us splitting up because my friend D, I'm gonna call her D for this video because that sounds cool, was like on that side, and she like was recording it, and she was like, oh my god, I was there too. It was like a lot of us there, but he only noticed 2 of us because like I said, we got separated because of the fight that me and Dom were unaware of. And that's just funny, like when I think about it, like how the fuck did I not notice the whole fight? You know, I would have like took my phone and been like, world star. No, I wouldn't have, but anyway. I think by that concert, so yeah, the Atlanta happened. Oh yeah, because we went back to the hotel, and then I was drunk as fuck. Like I took so many videos in the hotel that I just don't remember taking because we were just fucked up. So that was fun or whatever. And at this point, his crew or whatever, like his production crew, I don't know, whatever you need to keep a show running, you know, showbiz, baby. I ride with a crew of bad bitches, okay? All my bitches bad. You see me, you see them. But they got noticed, right? And I think one of his friends followed my friends, and that like sparked communication, right? So yeah, the Atlanta show happened. Really nothing. It was a great time. We go back, and then we're like, hey, we might as well go to the I think we probably already decided before the Atlanta show that we were gonna go to the Nashville show. We were going to like any neighboring city but from us. So like first we were like in Charlotte, and then we went to Atlanta, then we went to Tennessee. So this one is like where we really went all out. We like got a really nice Airbnb, and at this point we were like well, not we, but like some of my friends, even me, because I think at this point, like, I don't know how, but either on Twitter or Instagram, some of the artist friends had like followed us and like communicate with us in some way, shape, or form. So they knew that we were not only at the Charlotte show, but we were also at the Atlanta show, and that we were gonna be at the Nashville show in a few days. So they knew. They knew. Not like they were thinking about it as like the back of their head, but point to be made is that we were coming and they knew. Like, so we get to Nashville. So I remember when we got to the venue, the artist's brother was actually there, like parking in the parking lot we were trying to park at, and he saved us a parking spot only because one of my friends like knew him or was friends with him, whatever you want to call it. We moved, she ended up moving the car, and like she had seen his brother, and he like saved a spot for us. Like I think he must have been leaving and we were coming in, and we got to park like right next to the venue, which was great because before we were like across the street, and it was brick outside. Like it was brick, cold as shit. Like I should have brought a parka, but you know, it's concert time with his clothes. Not only to like just be like a thought, but when you're in a concert and with a lot of people all up on you, it gets really hot. Oh, and we all decided to wear, oh my god, yeah, so we've been planning our outfits for like ever, or like our vibe. If I say vibe one more time, I'm like, we were all gonna like wear cowboy hats, right? Because it's Tennessee, y'all, Nashville, hey. And like we were trying to be like kind of like tongue-in-cheek, like, oh, it's Nashville, like it's the country, even though we know like they don't be wearing cowboy hats out in Nashville like that. It was fitting because, you know, it's like a country town, all about music. Let's wear cowboy hats, all 5 of us. So when we were in the crowd waiting, because he was late on being on stage, like a good 20 minutes, I decided to take my phone out, and I was like, I added him, and I was like, I was on Twitter, I was like, at blank blank, if you see 5 cowboy hats in the crowd, it's us. We were the that was following them from Charlotte to Tennessee. And he replied, bruh, and it was so funny because we're over here we are all in the crowd waiting for your ass to show up on stage, and I'm tweeting at you, and you're like, oh shit. It's like, oh wow, oh my god, like, nigga, where are you? Here I am at a concert for my favorite artist, and I'm over here kikiing with him on the timeline, but he's late to the, not late, I don't want to make him seem bad, but like, I don't know, if the show started at like 8, we got there at 7:30, and it's 8 o'clock, and he's still nowhere to be seen. So yeah, that was funny. We were like, yeah, if you see 5 cowboy hats in the crowd, it's me and my I'll put the tweet up right here. Probably won't, I just wanted to do that. So yeah, so then finally, oh, and that guy, that comedian, Instagram comedian, Drewski Too Funny. Oh my god, I knew his name off the top of my head. He was the host, so it was funny. He was like trying to get us hyped before when he was gonna get on stage, and he was like, yeah, y'all ready to see him? Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And he didn't come out, but you was just tweeting. You were just on Twitter 5 minutes ago. I forgot to mention though, this is really important to what happens later on. All right, so yeah, the opener, when he was done with his set, he went over to my friend, and she was at the front. I was like, anyway, doesn't matter where the fuck I was at. My friend was at the front of the stage because we stay in the front. If we're not in the front, we're not coming, period. I'm kidding. You honestly have to fight your way through mosh pits. Like, it wasn't even a mosh pit, but it wasn't like that bad. But if you want to go get it, push it. The worst they can do is fight you. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was dancing to that song. So yeah, after he was done the opener, he came down to the stage, like literally he had got off stage, and then he came back and like went to my friend, and because I was kind of like a few people back, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and like came and bent over, and he was like, yeah, he must have been like, let me get your number, and she gave it to him, but I don't think she had like intentions of texting him. I say that to say something that ties in later. So blah blah blah, he comes out and he notices that he sees the cowboy hats, you know, the main artist, the headliner, and he was like, oh shit, like y'all weren't playing, like blah blah blah, y'all came out, like I love y'all, blah blah blah. So yeah, boom, the concert ends. It was great. It's gonna be so embarrassing because sometimes I promo my videos on my Twitter, and if they follow me and they watch this, they're gonna be like, ew, this is talking about me, like but whatever. I'm just trying to tell a story time, you know. I like story. Anyway, so after the concert, we went to the merch line. So she went to get another hat for my friend Dawn because I think she actually got it. No, I'm mixing up the concerts. She got another hat at the Atlanta one because she had gotten a hat, like a merch hat, and then it ended up falling off at the concert and somebody swiped that quick. So yeah, we were in the merch line and I'm thinking about getting something else, but low-key, I know I'm not. Oh, because we wanted to take a picture. That's why we were waiting. So we told him, like, yeah, we want to, like, they were like, I don't know, we just wanted to take a picture. The picture was happening, but we had to wait until everybody bought merch. So we were waiting. We were talking to his friend Jay and all that. Ew. So by the time the merch line leaves, we talked to his brother and Jay and like another guy, which was his DJ, and we were like we were just like talking, and then my friend like mentions the opener and was like, oh my god, like, you know, he like he had texted my friend after the concert, like shortly after, and was like, come to the hotel room. I wish I could like have them here with me to confirm like exactly what happened. He had texted her and was like, yeah, like you and your friend should come to the hotel room, blah 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 blah. Mind you, it was only two of him. It was like him and like one other guy. So what the do we look like? A bunch of classy young bad look like going to a hotel room, an unknown hotel room with an unknown man for it's like five of us and like two of you. Like, what the do you think we're gonna do? So my friend mentions it. Basically, like, is he a trustworthy person? Is he a creep or what? But I don't even think we were gonna like go to the hotel room regardless of whatever happened, because like the fuck, like that's not what we're here for. They were like, oh yeah. They basically recommended against it. I can't really tell you why. So after telling them that, somehow she got the number of one of his the artist's friends, the DJ. I'm gonna call him DJ because he was behind a DJ booth. So say he's a DJ, and they exchanged numbers, I guess, to see what they were gonna do after, even though they weren't probably gonna do after. So we get back to the Airbnb, right? And by the time we get back to the room, it's like, oh my god, they're trying to come over. They're asking, what are we doing? Something like that. I can't really remember, but basically, and we're like geeking. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We were geeking, like, oh my god, like literally hugging each other, rolling on the floor, like, what is our life? So basically she was like, yeah, DJ was like, yeah, so-and-so just has to take a shower, but we'll pull up, like we'll come over, we'll slide through, whatever. And when he said that the artist had to take a shower, I was thinking like they're gonna take a shower in whatever hotel room they have. Mind you, our Airbnb only had one bathroom amongst us like 4 or 5 girls, because it was like a loft, and then like they had a living room with a pull-out bed. So when he came, they actually ended up coming over, right? Him and like everybody. And really, when they came over, he came to take a shower in our Airbnb. And like we didn't know like that's what he meant like at all. Like our shower was not prepared for like guests. Like we had our washcloths hanging all on the glass shower wall. So my favorite artist, y'all, walks into my Airbnb. Mind you, we had already like settled down for the night. Like we had taken off our makeup and we were in chill clothes. And just to see them walk in so casually. He was way taller in like in real life. Like he was like really tall. It was just like, I can't even put it into words, like what? So he comes and they're really fucking nice. Let me put it to you like this. I'm so fucking extra, y'all. I don't know why I'm doing all this. But like for real though, they were really nice. So they come in. First of all, the artist comes in with like a duffel bag. Like he's about to come camp out, and he goes like, he says hey, and then he like goes upstairs. I don't know how, he must have asked somebody where the shower was. I don't know how he knew to go upstairs. Like everything was like happening so quick, and I couldn't even really believe like this was my real life, that I just wasn't like, my memories weren't the what is it called? I'm gonna break down some science terms. Like my nerve endings weren't sending the correct brain waves to like really solidify these memories in my head, because I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Meanwhile, while he's upstairs in the shower, we're downstairs with his friends. So like I'm in the kitchen because I was making ramen. I love my ramen. And like his friend Jay, or his probably manager, I don't know who these, like what they are to him, but I just know they're part of his team and they work together. He's rolling up, right? So he's rolling up, didn't even ask us. Well, probably did, I don't know. I think I mentioned like my YouTube channel and like being in school and like how I like to vlog, how I've been vlogging this trip, like some corny shit. But I was trying to like keep it mad cool. And then like my other friends, and they were like showing them K-pop videos and all that, and we're just like literally chopping it up, and they roll up just to not smoke. Like, why would you roll up in front of somebody if you're not gonna like offer, especially if they're in your house? Like, you're playing me right now. But yeah, so he's still in the shower, we're watching K-pop videos, making ramen, talking, and then we're all in the living room, right? And then he comes down, the artist comes down, because he like asked for a pair of socks just to not even, it was really weird. I didn't know what was going on, but he came down and he like gives us all hugs, right? And at this point, I think we're like taking pictures, right? It's because his best friend was a photographer and he had a film camera. It's like not even a fucking iPhone picture where we can like take it and then like look at it and see if we all like it and like, all right, like we can take another one or not. It was like a one and done, like film. All right, we're gonna have to wait for these to be developed to see if y'all look okay, whatever. So we like all took a picture together, and then he takes a picture just as me and my friends and him. I remember we showed him a music video of like a local rapper from our city. So we're trying to rep our both city. We were trying to rep. Hopefully we put him on because the song was pretty dope. I can't remember who it was. I might have been like the 808 Boys, those rappers from Raleigh, but then they were in Durham, so I don't know. When they were leaving, the artist, like, you know, we're giving hugs, everybody's like, oh, bye, nice to meet you. The artist comes to me and he gives me a real nice hug, and he's like, I love you. Like, I really love you, thank you. And it felt so genuine. No amount of money that I've spent during like all 3 concerts could have like equaled that moment. It was really great. So yeah, then they went the fuck home. Oh my god, my neighbor, I swear to god, he be like yearning to see if he can see me in my window. Not like, I don't know, I don't want to like disrespect him, but like, bro, we make eye contact too many times if I'm in my room and you're outside. It's like a memory that's forever gonna stay with us. I don't know about them, but like, even to this day, like, and they just announced, or he just announced another tour, but of course it got postponed for good reason though. Better safe than sorry, am I right? Am I right, ladies? Hopefully he still has been going on tour, because I would love to see him live again, especially since he's dropped new music since then. Anyway, that is my story time of the time that I got to meet my favorite artists, and we followed them around for 3 tour dates. Yeah, that's it. Bye.